Welcome everybody to the latest Challenge of Doom. I'm your host, tournament organizer, professional illustrator, and very tired man. Yes, I am tired because I had a very long weekend. Senior Doom joining you here as we're going to get ready to actually start right off the bat. You're like, what? Doom, right off the bat? And I go, yes, because challenges are exactly like that. We start right off the bat with action and we play through. We're going to go with 6 rounds tonight, because we just missed the number for 7, so we'll go with 6, and if we have to add another round, we will. So I will say that. We may add another round if needed. Well, with that, let's go ahead and get this tournament started. We've got our metagame in here real quick with Dragapult Dusknoir coming in at number 1, Grimmsnarl Froslass number 2, and Zoroark number 3, Mega Absolbox number 4, and rounding out the top 5 is a three-way tie between Froslass, Munkidori, Joltik Box, and the deck Other. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a game. We got a couple of people already streaming. We've got Paparazzi, we've got Lucario Stan, we've got day camp. Oh, we haven't had day camp in a while. It won't let you put your Eevee in. That's weird. As long as you have a functionally similar Eevee, you should be able to get in still. But we're going to start off here with day camp. Amazing player. I need to get him. He is playing my sworn enemy, Grimmsnarl Froslass, but he is up against Garchomp, so that is going to be hopefully a good game there. So let me get this set up. Demon Slayer, if you can message me what Eevee was giving you problems with, or at least put it into like the tournament Discord, I can at least try to find out what happened. What's up, Sonny? I gotta find it, but I had Comic Con this weekend. Someone showed up as Snorlax cosplaying as Eevee. Well, so we need Garchomp, and then they are on Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl, but we'll get that going. So you tried every version. Wow, that is weird. Yeah, if you can post something in the tournament Discord, what happened, and then what the error message was, I can at least look out and see if I can find, like, to contact the Limitless people and see what happened. Like, I don't know what it could have been, but it is. Eevee SV alt. Okay, sometimes the SV alts. Were you able to even get a list in? Let me see which one that is. Eevee SV alts. So weird. Yeah, I'll pop it up and find out. Because that's hella weird. Should be working. But with that, let's go ahead and watch. This Grimmsnarl does have a pretty decent opening hand here, as the Gible is already banded and is already got an attachment to it. Eevee SCR 113. That helps too. Thank you. Huh. Yeah, it's a call for family one. That's so weird. But yeah, try the SCR 113. That might actually fix it. Alrighty, chat. The secret box. Well, it's Demon Slayer is like 100% legal card. I know that sometimes promos give Limitless like issues. Like I've had issues with what is the word I'm looking for here? Promo energies. But it's like the same issue happens with like RK9 too. What's up, Zeno? Did you have a bad game? I actually tried playing a tournament today. Also, Oxio 10 stream streak. Damn. I did try playing a tournament today. And I was like, you know what? I want to try. I get in the first game, I get donked, and I then work. It starts calling, and then I actually had to go pick up one of my kids from school. And I'm just like, man, it's just fate telling me you're not playing in a tournament tonight, buddy. Today. So I dropped. Yeah, I want to say that's actually interesting. Oh, and H. Michael isn't streaming casting with me tonight. It's a solo night tonight because Monday is a little bit hard to always get someone. And also, this is one of those things. Also, one of the things. Where there's been a lot of connection issues lately, and people are disconnecting, and it's weird. It's just like, oh, cool. Like like I haven't had it, but I actually had it like a week ago. I was having connection issues. I actually had Game Freeze out for the first time in like 2 years. And like that was so weird for me. Or screw dive. Actually, like I've been prepping post rotation. If you were here last Friday, we talked a lot post rotation. We got a big event post rotation coming up, and the current format's slowly winding down for a lot of players. Like Houston will be like the absolute last of this current format, and some people are still playing. That's why we're not moving on to post rotation or anything yet. But I'm like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Like, I want to see Garchomp do well. I want to see like TM Devo leave. I want to see certain things happen. Okay. Second didn't evolve. Oh, Xeno, I'm 100% behind that. Dude. Hey, this is a weird call. Someone was calling glitch, and they said they had the Evo disc and energy and couldn't evolve. It wouldn't let them. But it sounds like they went first. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm 100% can't wait for Goldingo to leave. Not so much Gardevoir. It's just like Goldingo for me. And the concession. Bwomp, bwomp. All right, let's find our game. We got other people playing. Let's keep it going. We're just going to start from the top and work our way down. Paparazzi's still playing. Paparazzi is done. Joyful Sandwich still playing. Right, Guardy I think is done. Dunzo. What? All right. This is Joyful Sandwich. I am dealing with something. Zoro definitely is going to be probably huge in Houston. All right. Where is my Zekrom Manatee simulator? Yes. That is actually a good way to put it. Let me see what Joyful Sandwich is playing. Today's replacing the usual Tuesdays. We've moved it to Mondays for now because it works a little bit better for me schedule-wise. So yes, we've been trying it out. It's been kind of working. We're still getting the same amount of people. So we've effectively moved to Mondays for now. And like Mondays, Tuesdays just weren't working out for me because like I would have to be up early on Wednesdays, and it was brutal. I just couldn't deal with it. I think Logan's like number 3 on longest players here. With try dealing with this real quick. Wow, another quick game. All right, let me find another one real quick. Gold Wires on slow keying. Let's see if they're still playing. It looks like they are, so let me get that game up for you while I continue with the judge call. All right. The issue, I want to bring this up right here. Also, Anana Bros, thank you for the follow. I missed that. You need to know your game state, like what's going on. And don't think, and then call a judge calling glitch. The call we just had was a player went first, attached energy, attached the TM Evo, and then couldn't play it, and so they called glitch. But we do have a game log, and the game log showed that they lost, and they stopped playing. Man, we just keep going from game to game. And so our thing is you continue to try to play through the bug while we get a better picture of everything. Because then we can always restart it, blah, blah, blah. But they chose not to. And by this time that there was nothing else and it wasn't a game bug, it's what it is. I'm not going to change it. And like, if you want to see the judge screenshots in the public Discord, and the person chose tails, they lost, the other player won, they went second, and then so forth. This has been the best thing about the game log. We can 100% prove or disprove anything that goes like that. So it sucks 100%. And it's not like it's a horrible hard call. It's like a know what your game state, what happened kind of thing is. Now, chat, can you help me out and choose a deck tonight that I play through the rest of until rotation? Is it festival lead time? Do I try to get to Arceus with festival lead? Do I go with the jungle dumper? You know? Maybe some Charizard. I mean, I was looking at Rocket's Mewtwo. Terra box with 2 Mew. That's a possibility. Okay, the thing is, I bought all I bought all these cards in person so I can play it, but not right now. The jungle dump, the big dumper. All right, how far are we done? We are waiting currently on 6 matches, and I think we might have crossed. Oh, dang. There we go. Did we hit enough to hit 7 rounds yet? Yes, and I'm trying to decide about that or not. Because like we have about enough to hit 7, but the problem with that is usually what ends up happening is like we're like close, not close. How do I play the tournament? Well, the first thing you do is you want to sign up. You can still, there's still stuff if you want. Could someone do exclamation point tournament in the chat? I think we currently have 2 more spots open, so you need to get in. You need to register. So like click register now. Just play. Just put whatever you want here. That answer doesn't matter. And then from there, you put in your list and you should be in. Hopefully there's again still 2 more left to go. That's the best way to get in. Thank you. That will take you to the tournament page for this. I'm keeping an eye opening. Like we're right there. Even if you don't get in this round and there's still a spot open, you can. Tonight is limited space. Fridays are unlimited space. We run as many people as we can Friday, and we have sets for rounds and everything. Tonight, like put it this way. Tonight's like a local friendly tournament kind of thing. That's why we keep the numbers lower and we don't have like a top cut. Oh, you already registered. Okay. Sick. Did you submit your deck list then? Here, I'll probably let me pull up the chat. I can talk faster there. And like I can see if you're in, because then we can check. It'll say like you missed rounds. So like we go to pairings here. These are all the people who signed up late. So if your name's here, that just means you missed round. And then if you're all in, checked in, all that, follow everything, you're good. You're in. So like every single person here is someone who missed a round for whatever reason. Demon Slayer had an issue. Okay. And you checked in. And easiest way, what's your display name? Oh, Paparazzi got the buy. Oh, lucky. What is he on tonight? Ooh, Alakazam. I'm on the list. All right, yeah, go to your dashboard then. Let me see if you're one who missed sign in. Oh, I see where you are. Nano Bros. Okay, yeah, you just missed your check-in for the round. Let me pull up a video real quick. That will help you. And this will help you with any other questions. Azul made a very good video some time ago. And I've been piggybacking off it because I am very bad at like doing things. But this video I just posted there. I'm also going to type in chat before I already seen it. Azul goes through like the submission, check-in, all that other stuff. But yeah, you're on the list. You're there. That video I just linked to will help you. That would be the best way. Like I can explain things, I can show things. Azul goes through it like an actual tournament, so it's not like where I'm like mocking it up. He's like, here it actually is. You know what? I'll post it for everyone on YouTube too, so you guys don't, YouTubers don't feel like you're not appreciated. And then if you miss 2 rounds, that's when we automatically drop you from the tournament. If you only miss 1, you're still fine. And if you miss like a second one later, a lot of times I'll give it like another round just to see. Because like it's essentially 2 consecutive rounds. Okay. That makes sense too. So as long as the next round's up, We'll work with you on it. And we need to find ourselves a game. Lucario, I don't think we've had you on in a while. You're on the Bolt against, what is this? You know what? We're going to watch this. I sound like John breaks bad news. You know what? Thank you. I will take that as a compliment. I love to be the person who has to break bad news to Pokemon players as a caster. I'm sorry, but your deck is not that good. But yeah, rounds usually move faster tonight in general. Bad news, Sean. What's up, Mirai? Alright, where were you? There you are. Boop, boop. Deafened and muted so you don't hear me. You're against Team Rocket? See, okay, that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for my Team Rockets to show up. 100%. Alright, here's some bad news. That piece of cardboard you have in your hand is not worth $2,000. It's not even worth the ink. It's not even worth the materials it was printed on. It is purely all in your head. I'm looking at something else too. Oh, here's some other bad news. Son, your mother and I are getting a divorce. I'm just saying any card, Logan. It doesn't matter. In the end, it's just paper on like ink. Does it feed me in the apocalypse? No. I have no idea if the apocalypse is coming or not, but you know. Lenticular cards. Hmm. They're not checked in? Okay, we've still got like 2.5 minutes. Give them time. Let me also double check that they didn't drop for whatever reason. No, they're there. Nice feed you. This is what I'm looking to get, possibly. Talking about trading cards, about doing like some Doom cards, like with some Doom artwork. I'm trying to figure out like what I would put on it. But if you ever wanted it, like there's whole things that make like holographic cards. I can do double-sided glossy or matte, different holographics. Oh, the lenticular Deoxys drama? Yes. Oh my god. If you haven't seen that, Logan, it's PSA. Someone submitted a PSA 10 lenticular Deoxys to get reslabbed. Like you have to buy 5,000 of them. You can get them for super cheap. And they sent it back as a 6 and want to pay them like fair out market prices. It's like really stupid. And then the worst part is that PSA themselves sold a lenticular PSA 10 around the time he had sent his in. And there's some people are theory crafting or what's the other word I'm looking for here? Conspiracy theorying that PSA stole the card from him and sold it. So It is drama. Let me see if I can find anything like on Twitter about it, but it's horrible. And here we go. Game is up. Speculating or conspiracy theory, however they want to put it. Yep, I got you, Lucario. Got the game up as we got a fan rotom starting, a Raging Bolt on the bench, Solrock on the other side. We are definitely going to see a fan call here. And we had we had a couple inactives. It happens. We'll drop the Nano Bros. Let me check your thing because I won't drop you. Since you were in chat trying to figure it out. As they get a couple things and pass. Well, like the amount of no-shows we had and everything that's going to affect it, I think 6 rounds is correct, but we'll make the call. We do need a 7th. It will become very obvious here pretty quickly. I feel like you sit on the prime catcher maybe, but the other issue you run into here is that you don't have a stadium down, so the fan rotom can't attack. Maybe grab the Pheasant Dipty early. It does. Teal Mass Ogerpon makes sense. Turn 1 Watchtowered. I've played ladder games where I'm playing a deck with Watchtower in it, and you drop that on any normal player that really needs it, or like they set up very obviously for it, and you drop it, and then they like concede. I think Zoro 100% benefits from having multiple towers. Like I've seen some lists going around now that are dropping the Dormantia in again and just going straight double whatever they're called, Reshiram and Zekrom. There goes the fan rotom. Bye boy, fan rotom. 180. That is a thick boy on that bench. I get that. That is the tough thing. Is like you have a lot of options with Zoro, and that's also one of the hardest ways to play. One of the hardest decks right now to play. I don't remember who said it. It was said Zoroark's not at the point where there's a lower floor, but just like Gardevoir, there's a higher ceiling. So you're not just in there. Like as much as I can sit here and be like, all right, this deck here, like Is there a reason why we attached to the benched one? I mean, anything that is good into Pult right now is just good. What, my elo? My elo right now, I'm not in Arceus right now. This is purely a tournament. This is here purely for to watch people fight like I'm like it's Gladiator. Like, I actually need to see what this other deck does. Like, I have no idea what it does. Any idea what their elo is? No idea. And the biggest issue is we have players on here whose elo is like in the hundreds and they've won regionals. So, like, elo is cool, but it doesn't do too much. Oh, wow. Yeah. Like, another way to even put it, tonight's tournament is more like a bar fight, and Friday nights are more like UFC fights. Oh, that's how they get all that out there. They're going to brilliant blender it. Oh, okay, I can see what they're trying to do now. Still. Like right now, my drive to play the ladder right now is low. My average ELO is about 1700, the mid 1700s. So that's about where I'm at. And then you have people like Tord, who's like now over 2000. Tord's on like a whole nother level. I'm 100% waiting for rotation. Like, there's nothing more that I want right now than that. I think you actually don't take out the Soul Rock, you take out both Lunatones. There you go. I think that's just a general problem everyone has right now. Like, Gardevoir's been part of the format for so long. Raging Bolt's been part of the format for so long. Well, Raging Bolt's not rotating, but part of its engine is. And, you know, like, people want to see Lucario, and they've been happy with Mega Absol Box, and Kangaskhan's been seeing a lot more play, and a lot of it's just because, like, they're setting themselves, it's new ways to play, new things to do. I'm gonna see a couple more here. Sob. Oh my god. Okay, this is something I'm actually talking a little bit post rotation. We lose Penny and we lose Professor Turos. Stall lock stuff is going to be much stronger post rotation than it is right now. I would assume we're going to see a very quick pivot to getting switch back in your decks. At least that seems like how it feels like. Because we're seeing Sob right now. They don't really need a Sob block. I don't even know if you want even boss's orders here. It doesn't seem like you need to. So yeah, you got to be playing a switch. They can't item lock you and stall lock you. Because we'll still have sub. We'll still have clutch. What else do we have that's still in format? That's what PKMN cards is for. Advanced. Card text. Cannot retreat. I think a lot of people are running petrol as well. Corner, yeah. I think petrol, because we've been playing so long with Arven, and then before that we had like Irida, and now petrol. Petrol's going to be the new like one card that everyone's going to have in there so much. Like I'm searching it right now. I'm just trying to double check the that we're getting the next formats. Gion. All right. Oh, why is it giving me issues? Oh, that's why. I put in the wrong box. Put in the wrong box. Okay. The Rockets is now 1-1. I remember for Skyla. Yeah. So we have in the after rotation, we have 77 cards that can prevent retreat. Well, one of the things about Arven is like Arven is the basic item search is existed as a card, as a supporter card for I don't even know how long. It's been one of those things because we had Skyla, we had more. Yeah, but like the 77 of them isn't all like clutch. There's like Tarantula bind down for 10. That one prevents retreat. There's a Talonflame with clutch for 50 that prevents retreat. There's a Houndstone EX, big bite for 30, can't prevent it retreat. But what makes Yveltal so good is it has the free retreat on top of it. Some of these are like 3 retreat cost or 1 retreat. You know, Yveltal's like free. Right, Skyla was any trainer. Skyla is one of those cards I don't think we'll see a reprint anymore. It's like Irida and Arven's more like it. I don't know if we'll see a 4 of petrol, but those. That's all G regulation. Let me see if I can share the display. Let me double check. I don't think it's G. Yeah. You know what? You're right. That it did go from G. I don't know why it did that far. Let me see if I can do H on standard. So Zeno, thank you. Like I don't know why it should have given me less than that. Let me see if this. I don't know if it has the new standard yet. That's maybe it. Okay, yeah, that is the issue. It doesn't have H yet. So, but if we remove all the G's, that's 1, 2, 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. still about 58 cards that have some form of clutch. So I'll add the search here that I used into the chats. That will give you with any card that has Pokemon Can't Retreat in it. Which again, if you haven't used pkmcards.com, you're missing out on a great tool. It is one of the best tools out there. All right, you know something funny? I'm gonna double check this, but I don't think that the Colossal can actually hit some of the benched Teal Mass, but it doesn't matter. They just win here. GG. Bellowing Thunder, bajillion damage. All right. So yeah, like here's the whole list. Everything I was looking at. You can look at that link. If you remove G, you have to go all the way down here to the Nacli. Scovillain too. So you kind of got to manually go through it. Lucario Sand, I hadn't either. I didn't even realize that was a deck. Because right now it doesn't have a filter for H on. Well, at least I couldn't see it in the advanced. So you have to look through this. But I mean, look at how many of them, but so many of them have like double retreat cost. Or triple, you know, so it makes it much harder. And the reason like Maractus is good is because it's a colorless to use it. And then, okay, here's another one. Here's another one. I didn't know this. This Pokemon can't retreat. I didn't even realize about the slack off. Heal 60 and you can't retreat. I mean, like, how often are you retreating this card anyways? This art is amazing. I think it's probably the best representation of slack off I've seen. At least right now, I haven't seen every card. And they should never make another Bruxis card, but that's me. But I say other words. Yeah, so Logan, it could have more than 60. If you could put a Bravery Charm on it, it could have more than 60. So I'm assuming, yeah, or K-Pit, yes. So there is a world, so it could have more. It could. No, just put a cape on it, like so. Here, I'll share it again. Yeah, PKM cards is great. If you've never been there, you can even search by like artist, and they have like everything. So like, if I want to look up this artist, boom, there they are. Which someday I would like to get this Dark Gengar, but probably not happening. It's a $500+ card. What about Dark Haunter? How much is this one? This one's like an $8 card. I'd do that. They have been doing Pokemon cards for a long time. Wow. Rip packs. The next time I get a product that I'm supposed to like share with like social media wise stuff, maybe I'll actually open on stream instead of at a regional. Like I'm looking at a bunch of these arts, I owned them. Like I had this Naganadel Guzzlord. Sold it. Just ink on paper. You know what? I'll go contact that Chinese company again, and I will 100% just print my own. Somehow Joyful Sandwich is 2-0. What? Paparazzi's 1-1. Some other people I know. Is there only like one Raging Bolt? Let's check the metagame. There's a Raging Bolt Belly Bolt, but it looks like they dropped after 0-1 start. Someone brought Chien-Pao Excalibur. You know what? Maybe I should play some Cynthia's Garchomp. Or finally play Hobbsation. Dingo fell off a cliff? Online-wise, it has. And it's going to show up in Houston. Like, and there we go. Round is done. Let's go ahead and get this, keep it going. And round 3 is up. Let's go and find ourselves a game. So we got Joyful Sandwich. We do have Goldwire. Goldwire, what is your record? Did we get the Slowking on? Do we put the Slowking on, chat? Oh, they dropped. Never mind. Ha 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 ha. Xeno, MDG, and the Human and Yang. MDG, you are on. Dragon Ball Dusknoir, we'll probably see you later. The Human and Yang is on. Frostless, Monkey Dory. They're up against Ceruledge. They should be able to win that one. You know what? Let's put Venusaur on. I'm in that kind of mood. Let's get some Venusaur on. Oh, you hit Honchkrow? Oh, that makes it even more fun. Oh, wait. But MTG hit T-Tar, though. Oh, man, you know what? We gotta go that. I'm sorry. If they hit T-Tar, that's different. That's different. We haven't had T-Tar on in forever. We had Honchkrow on like last week. We've had Honchkrow on multiple times. N1 not B2, you've got it. You've got it. That's 100% what you do. If you don't play the second round, how can I lose if I never play a game? All right, it looks like they're going. I'll have that game up for you in just a second. I'm just finishing up, setting up the graphics. I won't forgive this. Well, then next time, play against Tyranitar. Whatever happened to that Twitter account that was playing, that did all the jungle dumping? I was like super excited when people like jungle dumping one stuff. Wait. Oh, wow. I saw another Dragapult. What is all in this? Oh, they played Dracloaks as a draw engine. Okay. Like, whoa. One second, talk to Dweeble. The new Mega Evolution art is a lot better. I'm glad that they're starting to try to do something like that. I'm hoping that we do see more stuff like that. Like, just give us more creative mats for the league cups. Like, I can tell how they built it. Like, it's not all original art. They took some different arts, but it's still way better. He's 100% right here. You gotta go after that Larvitar. You cannot let the Tyranitar come into play. As soon as that Tyranitar comes into play, this game gets way more difficult for the Dragapult. The Jamming Tower might help, but I mean, not so much. Do get another Larvitar down. Counter Catcher's not going to do you much good. You don't have any damage to move. Rocket's Watchtower feels like it was just there to be just there. I think they might have prized Neo. Oh wait, there was yeah. That's really bad. Like they're at the point the monkey's set up. Anything they do to attack here, we'll give them the means to take out the Larvitar. So this will be a 3-prize turn. This game is like when the number 16th ranked team comes in and they play against the number 1 ranked seed and they get absolutely blown out and you go, yeah, that's what I expected. Like it has the chances that the 16th seed could do well. But yes, but you still root for the underdog. Why do you think I'm a Mariners fan? We're coming off 50 years, still haven't won a World Series. Which also, chat, we've got next week's Friday. Yeah, GG, this is over. Maybe we should have watched Venusaur. Maybe Venusaur's still playing. I mean, at least Venusaur is still playing here. So let me update the graphics for this one. But not this Friday, but next week's Friday. It's Doomsday. And you're like, what do you mean Doomsday? I'm not saying Dooms, like DOOM apostrophe S space day. It's my day. I'm trying to figure out what special things we should do for the stream. Because it is actually my birthday weekend and I want to do something for it. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, one of the things I'm thinking about doing is a sale for doom-gaming.com, like a 40% off sale for like 4 hours. Because, like, and like, technically my birthday that day is on, so, oh, just kicked my cat in the face. Kitty cat, come here. Um, yeah, like it's a Sunday, but whatever. All right, we're gonna see some jungle dumping. We need to find just one more energy, right? Then we can jungle dump to our life's content. Oh, there we go. Is that it? Pombon? Yes. At this point, I always pick the fire starter. I have picked fire starter. My first game of Pokemon I ever played, I picked Charmander. And then ever since, I've always like picked the fire starter, even if I don't like them. Like, I'm not big on like the Emboar line, Big Knight and all that, but I still picked them. The Fennekin line was great. Litten line was great. Scorbunny was great. It was like Gen 4 and 5, I didn't really care for the fire starters. The bird is great. Don't get me wrong, grass starters have been like killing it as well. And like the best thing about like Brout and stuff is like it's just good. Rowlet is a good Pokemon as well. Like that's what I mean. Like if I had to choose something right now, a second, like grass has been pretty good. As we got Mega Kangaskhan here going up against Dragapult Dusknoir. I'll get those updated for everybody. The biggest issue is going to be like, what do they evolve into? Gen 8 and 9? Yeah, I mean, you can't hate on Gen 9. Out of Gen 8, I would say Grookey's the one I don't care for. After this game, we'll pull them all up and we'll talk more about the starters because I got to look at them. I mean, 3 heads here would be amazing. It happens. Okay, I've got the Pokemon starters pulled up here in a second. I'll give my personal opinion about all of them. A starter tier list? You know what? I'll blow it up. Load it up. I've never done like a tier list on here. It gives you a lot. This one I pulled up has like every evolution, everything. I don't need like every evolution. You know what? We'll do every evolution because some of them suck more than others. Yes, I said that. Some of them suck more than others. There's no way for them to win this turn, though, right? Oh, there is. Oh no, they can't. They can't blow up. There's no way for the Dragapult to win this turn. They can move some damage away, but they can't win this turn. So we're fine. We're fine, chat. We're fine. Yeah, how did they throw here? Because like, oh, they're going to just take the loss here. Either they didn't realize they were down to one prize now, or what? Pokegear, not as good as the pink one. Wow, that sucks. All right, let's go ahead and update the standings so people can see where they're at. Detect inactive players. Gotta drop a couple people. No, they don't. Dragapult has a hard time with that. They have to play it correctly. All right, so we talked about tier list. Here's the tier list. We've got God tier, S tier, A, B, C, D, and E. All right. First off, we're going to put the God tier up. There's 100% no reason that Fuecoco doesn't go to God tier. We're just going to get that out of the way right now. S tier, Mudkip. Mudkip will always be S tier. S tier, Froakie. He helped me out way too much in VGC. S tier, Incineroar. VGC God, wrestling thing. Sadly, C tier. Gotta put the Fuecoco evolutions. Not there. Just not there. Chomp Buddy, he gets an A. Trico gets an E. Sorry, don't like Trico. Actually, the whole Trico evolution line can go there. Snively, you can join them. I just don't like these ones. Sorry, you get to go to the bottom. Papago, you're a little bit better. You can go D, but I'm not a big fan of you either. Mudkip's evolution, you can join Fuecoco's evolutions. Bonbon, you're pretty cool. You can be up here. Not Skitty. Skitty can be down here in D. I don't know what Skitty's on here for. Oshawott, join the E tier. Sorry, Oshawott. Same thing with you, Chespin. Papuo, see you in the E tier. Waxley, you're cool. You can be an A. Brout, you're cool. You can be an A. Charizard, you can be in B. Charmander, you gotta be up in S. You're my first bro. Charmeleon, you can be down here and C in the mid tiers. Yeah, I think the bandana Pokemon are that. Skeleturge, you can be here B with the Charizard. Meowscarada can join you. So can Rowlet. Or not Rowlet, Decidueye. Both Decidueyes. Rowlet, you can be an A tier. Litten, you can be an S tier. You can go be the first fire starter in E tier. I'm sorry. Finnegan, you're cool. You can come up here to S tier. Braxton, you can be A tier. Your evolution, though, can be down here in the C's. Sorry, Monkey, E tier. Braxton's evolution can be Mega Evolution, though, S tier. Easily. I love witches. Join the middle evolution tier. Scorbunny is a B. Like, the entire Scorbunny line to me is like a B. It's great, it's cool. Not too great. That's epic slander. Feraligatr, you can join up here in the B's. Mega Feraligatr is actually an A, because that's such a cool concept. Mega Blaziken, you can be here in the B's tier. Flaming Chicken tier. Sprigatito can be in the cool baby starters up here in A. That's all. The C is like where all the mid evolutions go. Pom Pom, you can be in the S tier. Chickens, like D. The Mega Charizards can be C tier too. Like, they don't impress me. Blastoise is like easy B tier for me. Greninja, A tier. Ash's Greninja, E tier. I don't believe it exists. Mega Greninja, I don't know. They can be in the mid tier too. This one can go here. I don't remember its names. I don't like the Combuskin either. They can go there. Dappy fella here can be up here. You know what? Crocodile can be up here too. S tier from is like highest up there for me. This one is in my I don't know tier. So like C. I'm still waiting on it. Ash Greninja was awesome in the anime, but the problem was like I can't use it outside of Sun and Moon. Chikorita and Meganium line's always been kind of just there for me. And like Cyndaquil's got like a special part in my heart, like with the starters, so like its whole line gets to be in B tier. Grookey disappointed me, so he gets to go to E tier. Now we're gonna hit our hard questions. Like, I think the Quaxley evolutions were kind of mid, to be honest. I thought Sobble was great, like a B tier, but like its evolutions also were kind of mid. All right, I gotta finish this real quick because the next round's up. Okay. Bulbasaur is easily in the B's. Ivysaur is actually a D, but Venusaur goes back to the B's. I just don't like Ivysaur's evolution. Squirtle, easily in the A's. I like the Squirtle squad. Wartortle, kind of there in the mids. Blastoise is actually in the B's. But there you go. That's my quick tier list of everything. Nothing better than Fuecoco. Can't tell me different. From Jungle Top because I don't like Ivysaur. You're the ones who, oh, hey, we should do a tier list. And then I give you like my quick, honest opinions. And now you're like, cancel Doom. What is Joyful Sandwich even up against? Here you go. Here you go. Okay. Well, let's just see if Meganium can earn its list up better. I'll say this. If Meganium wins against Joyful Sandwich here, the Meganium Overpawn, I will put it into a better place. Want me to tweet this? Yeah, I'll tweet this. I'll download it now. Where is it? Let me add one more row here. Add a row below. And we'll call this starters question mark. And we're going to put the Espeon, the evolutions there, because, like, I wouldn't consider them starters. Game's going. I'll have that updated here in a second. Because, like, the Pokemon Ranger ones, like, I've never played them, and so I can't even like think what this, how they would be like starters. Joyful Sandwich, maybe coin flips aren't for you, man. I'm fixing the it all, Peter. So. All right, I've got whole new tiers for it. So once this game here is done, we will see what everything ranks out to be. See, because like I was looking for a tier list though that was just the baby starters, because that's like easier to figure out. Because there's just so many of like the middle starters that are just that they're mid. Yeah, there's Eevee and Pikachu, and those are obviously it. But I'm more like why is there like the Eevee evolution lines? Oh, probably because of that, because of the Eevee. But you can't evolve your Eevee in that. Pokemon Coliseum. Okay, that makes sense too. See, you know what? I never played Coliseum or XD. I really wanted to, but I didn't have the. I have the GameCube when it came out, and then when I did. Oh, well, they're going after the monkey. Ganio making a good push here for getting moved up the list. I remember. Okay, I did the Lugia playmat. Is this olives too? I wonder if this is olives. No olive in it. This is straight Chikorita Ogerpon. So this is 100% trying to get the Chikorita possibly set up. But when I made the Shadow Lugia mat, everyone went like crazy for it. It was like second largest selling playmat easily. And it was surprising. I was like, okay, you know what? We'll take that. I didn't realize how popular Shadow Lugia was. Like, I realized Lugia was popular, but Shadow Lugia was just like blamos, and I was like, okay, you know what? We take those. Like, right now, this we're kind of hurting, but like I get why we're putting all the stuff out there. You know what was funny was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is the game that got me back into like Pokemon full time. Sun and Moon had its moments. I also need to check the standings, make sure we're going to have a clear 6-0. That's like the biggest issue. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. To this round, it'll be back down to 6. After that round, it'll be back down to 3. Yeah, we should have a clear 6-0. I did end up playing Emerald on my phone as an emulator. And I did enjoy the original ones of that. I still haven't played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and I've had plenty of people tell me I need to play that. That's a someday play. I did play through Fire Red. I am still on the fence about buying it for my Switch. I might do that. I might do a Sun playthrough here. I have debated about that. I remember with silver, crystal, and gold. We played silver and then we also played crystal. And then doing the red battle at the end was so cool. Especially when I was like 14-ish at the time. And like once we got into Kanto, that was like such a mind blow. We're just like, whoa. You mean we could go back? And it was just like never, it wasn't something that happened like ever. So I was like, oh wow, this is so cool. And like I didn't play Emerald and stuff like that, but like when I found out like later you couldn't go back to like the previous regions in most games, it kind of disappointed me. Alrighty. Looks like we got an issue. We actually have a game issue. Might need to jump to a table. I remember trying to hunt the Suicune and the other legendary beasts. Dude, Suicune is also my favorite legendary beast. Okay, you know what? The Night Day was fun. I did like the Night Day. What I didn't like about it was being tied to like time. I prefer it like with Sword and Shield, and I don't remember if Paldea has it. I don't know why I'm ghosting on Paldea. But it was a great mechanic. All right, like you have. I'm sitting here. I'm thinking you have to go after that one of those, right? Because I didn't see Pokemon 3. I did see 2. I think I saw my promo card from 1. I had like a Electabuzz promo card. I'm really debating about downloading Fire Red now. Like all this talk about it, it's just like just talking about all the games. Like now I'm like, man, do I really hook up my Switch up? Get some more Scarlet Violet in. Just go on my Pokemon Home, check things out. Like I'm literally only paying for like Pokemon Home right now to literally store all my legendaries and stuff that I've had since like that I've transferred up from like I don't even remember where. Like there's just so many I've transferred. 19 bucks isn't bad. I'm not sitting here like it's horrible. I ended up selling like all my Pokemon and my Pokemon games and my Advance and my Game Boy Color and everything. And part of the reason why I did it, 360. It's a hard call. Like you can confusion flip here, but like Chikorita here is making a good is not done anything. It's all been Teal Mass Ogerpon. I still have my 3DS. My oldest badly wants my 3DS. They want to hack it and put all this stuff on there. Well, they could bring up the Meganium and hope for the best here. But even then, they would need an energy for it, right? Do they have enough energy to get the retreat? Oh, there it is. That should be enough there. You switch and attach. I don't think they need to attach because technically the Meganium it has double energy in play now. Let's see what they do here. Because if they KO here, they don't have enough energy out there. I don't know. I don't know if they don't know if they knew that it counted towards the energy cost, or does it not count towards itself? Yeah, they shouldn't be able to retreat. Like, yeah, the ogre probably doesn't do enough here. Oh, jeez, my cat keeps trying to sit by my feet. But now they've lost some Meganium. Right, why not just come up and start doing, right? But, oh, now it doesn't matter anyways. It doesn't matter anyways. So there you go. This is I renamed all the tiers. So you can see all the tier names now. Isn't that the worst when they just find their Gus every time without draw search or anything? You're just like, yeah, there's no way you have your boss again. Like, I have my boss again. I want to make sure see if Paparazzi's game's still going because they were playing Alakazam versus Rockets, Honchkrow, and they do have an extension because there was some issues that they ran into early. So they are playing. We might as well get them on while they're playing it. So what's the tier list of? My tier list of starters. Sleep, I choose you. See, like, I didn't know it was like a starter or not. That's why I put in like the starter tier. Like, if we're going to talk like all time favorite Pokemon, then we start getting into like weird into things. Like, I like stuff like Contour. I like stuff like Fuecoco is still up there on top. I like stuff like Tapu Lele. I like some Pokemon I have like fond memories of because I played them. So like Tapu Lele was good in the TCG, but also was good in the VGC when I played that. I'm actually kind of surprised. I kind of hate that we haven't seen the Tapus come back. Why is Phanpy on the list of starters? Pokemon Rangers. That's why it's under these are starters tier. And like, right, like they could have technically put them in there. Like I think Pikachu and Eevee are still on that list too. Which I'm gonna put them in these are starters lists because like okay, is Pokepia though? Is that a game where you can catch Pokemon? Because I was like the Mystery Dungeon starters thing. I don't even know. I've never played Mystery Dungeons, so like someone would have to help me with that. It's been on my list. Like, should we play it for a while? And trust me, Pokepia is the same way. Like I'm sitting here, like, do I buy a Switch 2 or not? Does Mrs. Doom buy me a Switch 2 for my 40th birthday after like essentially buying me a Switch 1 for my 30th? Hmm. Okay, we go Coliseum first, then Dungeons. I'm reading Team Rocket's Archer here. What does that actually do? So, like, okay, this weekend was Emerald City Comic Con, right? I saw so many Team Rockets cosplays there. Like, I don't think I've seen that much in a long time. It made me go, like, man, I kind of want to do a Rockets admin kind of cosplay. Like, or Giovanni style with like the suit. That's more what I'm thinking of. Because like I love being a Ghostbuster, man. I spent the whole weekend going, man. Why can't I go as a Ghostbuster? That's the beauty though of being Team Rocket though. I could just have a beard and just say, "Good on you." Okay, how many Pokemon characters have a beard? Okay, you know what, Hiker? Okay, I'm gonna Google search it while we watch this. Okay, Berserker is up there because it has a beard. Turo has a beard. Professor Rowan has a mustache, like beard. I guess Professor Birch has like the chin strap. Oh God, why did I forget his name? The Team Aqua leader has a beard. Turo's got one going. Stoutland has one. So there's ones with facial hair. There's more than I thought. It's just not as much. And surprisingly, this is the last game where we're waiting. Archie, thank you. I should know that because Archie like haunted me forever. Kofu, okay, Kofu's another one. Well, I remember Kofu is because I played it in a pre-release. The last pre-release I went to. Yeah, I think Alakazam just wins. Kinda? I mean, they do need to get like another Abra down, I would assume. I mean, this is right now the last match. So as soon as this match is done, we move on to the next round. And we're going to get Andrew Ear on next round because they're playing Snowgrave 2.0. Why is he evolving? Because it's fun. Like, this Honchkro's hand has to be dead. Isn't Articuno just to the bench? They have an 8-minute extension. That's why they won't tie. At least not yet. Why? They get just tormented. Like, they just torment and don't attack. Like, I think the Rockets didn't know what to do here. Like, YouTube's figuring it out. You just put the Articunos down, the Murkrows, and then Alakazam never hits it because it's all basic Rockets. Like, did they just figure that out now? But if they retreat, this one doesn't, here doesn't matter. You just retreat and it doesn't matter. No, wait, yeah. It does matter because you can't retreat. You can attack with Dunsparce though. It'll take you a few turns, but you could attack with Dunsparce. Or you could attack with Kadabra. I think Kadabra doesn't do it that way. Like, they seriously didn't figure it out until now, and it sucks. Right? Why not build up for the Dun-Dun attack? Do they even play a boss? Like, if they have a boss, they could... No. Yeah, at this point, this game's like kind of pointless. You may need to retreat, super size shot, and then try to get the fan rotom to attack. Or go this way, either or. And they're going to move it to the bench, and now you got to find like a boss. I don't even think they have a boss. Perfect Penguin 7 thing for the follow. Ducky, they got an extension this one, and we've been running so fast, everyone can wait a moment. Like, maybe you just keep the pressure up with here with the fan rotom anyways. It's just a matter of time. I think we've ended every round about like 8 minutes or more. Like, does he even play a boss? Like, does Alakazam play boss? I could actually look at the list, but then that means I'd have to be a good caster and not a good tournament organizer, so you get one or the other. Their timer is done. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get this next one around. I know Paparazzi won that, right? Dang it, wrong button. Update standings real quick, just to get one more look at it. I think we're set up to have a... Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're going to be close. But end round. Next round is up. Let's get it going. And we're going to go ahead and watch some Snowgrave 2.0 because Snowgrave 2.0 is a lot of fun. And he's 4-0. There it goes. Up against the Mega Absol box. Okay, this will be interesting. I realized I never pressed the pair next round button, so I fixed that. Also, before I forget, check out this cosplay I saw this weekend. This Snorlax was so good. Like, I was so glad I ran into it. There was some crazy good cosplays there, though. All right, here's the sad thing. They were giving out One Piece hats. They had a Netflix booth giving out One Piece straw hats. So join the crew kind of thing. It was really cool. There was a line every time I went there, and like the teenagers I was chaperoning didn't want to like wait in line. They wanted to keep seeing everything because it was their one day and there was like less time than normal. I was like, oh. All right. Why am I getting messaged? And we see that the water energy attached to the snow run. That means they are definitely looking to get the Mega Frostlass out there and try to win the game with that way, which, I mean, that's exactly what you want to do. Like, the Mega Frostlass is going to carry. You have nothing else that really KOs. You can play the long game, but you're not really going to be there, whereas the Mega Frostlass is going to get you where you want to. Emiosaur coming in with a random fact. I just saw that. Emiosaur, here is a random fact. Did you know that funny cars, they're the nitrous cars you see that just drive one really fast in one straight line with the parachutes? Did you know those engines are only good for one race, and in between races they have to completely change out most of the engine. They do like a complete engine rebuild in less than an hour so they can race again. And here's the thing, that only runs for 4 seconds, but so much power that they have to put like heads, everything into it. The Fez play is really smart here. Fez I don't think a lot of people realize just how good Fez's attack is still. And like smart players will use it. They're also, I think, going to lose their Fez here, though. So, like, good play, but you're giving up your Fez and you have no energy on board right now. Another useless Devo. Don't know if you want to keep your Badoos or not. Like, Fez for me, like, I once played against Festival Lead playing Charizard, and Fez was actually my primary attacker because I could pick off the people on the bench they wanted, and everything else in the active. They could do damage in the active, but not as much as they were hoping. Going to see the Munkidori here. Get KO'd. Or not even KO, it's just going to be put into the active. They're going to use it so they can be able to hopefully stall for a turn and make sure that the Mega Frostlass doesn't come up and get free 2 prizes. Let's see what Mega Frostlass does here. I also have a Clear Eye here. In a moment, how maybe we'll have, well, I'm also looking at that random fact why they are rebuilt is because like the clutch to it like welds itself together. And like it's just a massive amount of power generated really quickly and it does a lot of damage. It can do a lot of damage to the car. That is one beefy Badoo. Beefed Up Badoo also sounds like a song. Oh. Got our first play issue here in a while. Okay, so the issue we're running into, I'm being a little silent right now, is we had a game glitch and it's trying to figure out what to do. The problem is we have prizes taken. That both players would have to agree to a restart, and this is actually the second time that's happened tonight. Only 320, 200, but the 200 is pretty crucial here. Okay, then. Seems like the other player gave up because they were in a bad position as it was and needed a miracle. We are having a lot of connection problems, it looks like, tonight. Andrew here will go 5-0. I own a top deck. I know it was really card I'm going to miss, but at the same time I'm not going to miss. Oh wow, we are just went from like no judge calls for Everton to like even more. But I mean, that's what happens. But let's go ahead and update here to standings. We haven't even looked at the standings in a while. We're just like, cuckoo, cuckoo. We'll do whatever we feel like. Red cards are going to be interesting. See, like, we do have 2 5-0s. I think we're going to have at least one more. We're gonna have 2 more, so we do need to go 7 rounds to get a clear winner. All right, this sucks. We had a game where things went sideways for a player. They disconnected. We're past the mark where I feel comfortable giving a time extension. So it's sucky. It really apologies. I almost swore there. It really does suck. There's just like nothing we can do about that. Like we have, I will give about 15 minutes before I'll ask both players to reset a game. About 15 minutes. There's like a time where it feels right. And sadly we had crossed that. And so it sucks because it was the Rusky Aiden matchup here versus Mick 815943. And it sounds like Mick was ahead. So it sucks. And then we had a deck list error, which I mean is always fun too. Especially after the person won the game, but it's not always interneting. What I've been trying to find out how live functions. Is it to a server? Is it to like what it is? What's up, Miss Dragonbane? Like what causes the game to have these connection issues? Is it just literally people who are what's the word I'm looking here for? Just having bad connections? Is it people who whatever the word I'm looking for here is, computers can't handle it? You know, like what is it? Is it just the way the game takes everything in? Like, can it not take like batch things, or how is it set up and like it causes like a bug for it? Like, that's something I would love, like if the devs came out and like talked a little bit more. Sometimes put in one CCG itself. But like, what causes it? Like, it's just, it's brutal. It really is. And look at tonight. Right now, there is 3 Dragapult Dusknoirs and 1 Frostless Munkidori in the undefeateds. Like, I know my internet speed is like 1 gig up and down. I got pretty good. I'm paying way too much for it now, but I need to go out of my way and try to find like a better setup. better thing. It takes a little bit. Like I hate trying to do the whole thing, like skip around to get like cheaper internet. But I mean, man, sometimes it just goes away too high. Probably also because I work T-Mobile. I work at T-Mobile, and so I get like cheaper phone. And so like now I'm like, man, everything should be more. Yeah, oh wow, Dragon Ball Dustwar is having a night. Grimmsnarl Frostless, not so much. And Zoroark's having a pretty good night. Let's just go by win percentage. Iron Valiant went 3-0 drop. Kangaskhan Buffalont's 3-1 right now. Let me update it. See where we're at. Is Joyful Sandwich still playing? No, did they drop? A lot of 3-0, 3-1 drops. Will Price, no cut today? No. Mondays is a non-cut day. This is just like a challenge, which reminds me I should update the Doom points here while we're here. Which we'll go over it because like this whole thing's set up to be like if TPCI ran an online league. This is trying to prove that there's enough people interested in it and enough people who would play in it, especially like higher players. Like we see Cal Connors up here. So like imagine Mondays are like a challenge where we just play a couple rounds. We're going to end up playing 7 tonight because we need a undefeated. Fridays are like a League Cup, where it's like, okay, we got a top cut, a lot more rounds, a lot more players. And then weekend tournaments, which only happen like once a quarter or so, or once every release. So we got Perfect Order coming up. That's going to get the Championship of Doom. It's like a weekend regional. And like, you can even look here at the season 2, how many players we've had. This is the thing I'm looking at the most. Our total attendance and unique players. Wait, isn't this supposed to be a Friday? Okay, it is. So like you can see, we even have point totals that follows like TPCI's list. And then like the regional championships has its own point totals. The first place gets automatic. We're going to have a worlds, the whole thing. And last year we had almost 13,000 players play through the entire series. It was actually 12,999. And like you also look at unique players here, which is this number is kind of interesting a little bit because like there's just different things. And like we have some players who play all the time. Like we'll look at Cal Connor here, regional winner. Look at how many times he's like placed in these. And won. And then we have like Joyful Sandwich, regional top ASIM cut player. Tons of them. Took 8th with Cerule Edge. Metaman here. They play all the time. They stream. They get points for different ones. To how many players we get. Our biggest player base was like over 600. And we haven't averaged under 200 in almost like a year and a half. We just hit 4 years. I was trying to silence my plea. There we go. All right, let's get round 6 going. I'm going to stick here with Andrew since they are undefeated, and undefeated means we need to watch. So we have 4 of them. We have enough that we need to do 7 rounds, and they're up against MDG. 459. The classic Dragapult versus His Snowgrave matchup. You know what? They're going to have to play Dragapult twice to win. But 100% online leagues. I think it's something we could do. I think it is worth it. If they gave like unique in-game cosmetics with it, something to show more. In-game pricing. Live streams. Like, I would love to like host a live stream for Pokemon about live. Going over everything. Get casters on. Like, I can do the serious caster thing, and I think the biggest thing I would have to do is like not have chat on. But the thing is, I like talking with chat. It makes a more interesting stream. Like, you can all come in and tell me how badly I messed up a play, or if like there's different things. So versus like being on delay. I won't lie, like, I'd love to be on a regional stream, like either playing or just being even interviewed. I'd love if they interviewed me and let me put my case out there about why we need online play. Like, we have just so many players, and it's worth it. I think it's worth it. And the other thing I also always bring up, and this is something I've personally expressed through the community ambassador program, that it's an accessibility issue. 100% an accessibility issue. You have players who like at the Seattle Regional, we had a player drive over 4 hours to play in it because it was the closest even event they had. They had no other events, like no card shops, nothing around them. So they had to go that far just to do it. And like, they should be able to compete in some way without having to drive that far. It's one thing if I drove from Seattle to Los Angeles. There's so many like events I could go to in between here in Seattle or Seattle and Los Angeles that wouldn't matter. But like driving like more than 4 hours to get to one is like, it's up there, like, wow. And some people drive even more. There's some people like way up there. Or they happen to just be in an area like Montana. Like, if I remember right, Montana's like really lacking on like cops. But do violence? No. No. All right. Monkey Dory doing monkey Dory things. All right, this is a question for chat. All both chats. Is the new Pat Rat, the one that can shut down Monkey Dories, is it worth a tech spot in post rotation, or is it too little, too late? You don't see confusion turn there? I mean, it's a possibility. Like, I have no idea. The reason why I asked is like I have no idea if it's worth it because oh, this is brutal. We're gonna see that Latias go down. Is Monkey going to, like, Monkey's been like Gardevoir stable for so long, and like Monkey is in some other decks, but that is true. I think it probably does stop Dragapult too. If someone in chat can confirm that as well. Like Guardy's like lucky, like it's like I'm getting out of here right when like a Monkey Dory like counter fully comes out. You know what? I don't blame him either. That's literally why I asked, like, is it worth playing or going to sleep? And we've been moving pretty fast tonight. Nothing too major going on. Pretty quick games. Oh, there's a Mega Frostlass. We've been looking for that, but we're going to see one of our Monkey Dories go down, sadly. But this Dracloak's going to get hit so hard. There we go. Andrew here going 6-0, so we know exactly where we're probably going to stay here for the next round, because that will be your 6-0 matchup here, and they will be playing the same against the same deck, which, I mean, you know what? That's the way it is. All right, let's see who else is still playing, possibly streaming, so we can get a game on. Who's on table 10? Oh, they're done. Xeno's still playing. Get some jungle dumping on. Yes. Oh, wait. You said, oh, Lucario stand out. I was like, wait, no, wait. Jungle dumping. So they're up against Metaman and the Charizard Dragapult. Now there's a card that I'm not going to be sad is leaving. Is Charizard, because every time I played Charizard outside of Charizard Bibarel, I did so horrible with it. But Charizard Bibarel, that was the one I did well with. I have no idea why. I started the tournament at 8:35 because on Mondays I wait until my kids are fully in bed, and because like we have Top Cut and stuff on Fridays, it's easier to let the tournament start earlier, and I can set and do stuff up and still put my kids to bed. But with only like 6 to 7 rounds, it's a little bit different. Because it's been Mondays and we've had like a bigger presence. That's why I've kicked the thing up to 128 instead of 64. So we used to run 64, so we always guaranteed 6. Do they even have enough energy? One of the other cool things I saw at Comic Con was was like custom controllers they had sell there, man, but for like $200, it was a little out of my range. At that point, I might as well buy a new system. Sadly, the jungle dump was jungle dumped on. All right, I will be right back, chat. I want to have the updated standings up here for a second. I just need to go grab something from downstairs. So enjoy some of this nice lo-fi music as I will be right back. All right, chat, I'm back. But yes, we are getting ready here for Meowth for boss. As we are waiting on 4 matches now to end out the night. Let's see what's all here. Whopper Flopper. I did not know I missed that name. Paparazzi's still playing. We can jump to Paparazzi real quick. Get their game on. As, Dragapult, I think, wins this. I remember it was like Tapu Lele for Guzma for game. Oh, wait. They're in a pretty good spot here. But doesn't the Dusknoir just blow up and win? No, the stadium's in play. Okay, no. And the side dog. Okay. Getting the board state here, trying to make sure we got everything. See the Pokepad and the Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory's not going to do us too much right now. Sometimes I get tired of changing it every time. I just say, nah, I'm good. What I need to do is make a version of the overlay where there's nothing there. That's what I actually need to do. So like when we go to a new game, then I don't have to worry about the names and everything. That is what I should be doing. All right, we're setting up. We know it's going to be Julian Y versus Andrew here. I've got Andrew's game up, so we're ready for that. It'll be Frostlass, Monkey Dory going up against Dragapult. Yes, Dragapult is still around. We're going to be talking about Dragapult more and more as the year goes on, but that's just how it is. Or maybe it completely falls apart at some point. I wish there was a way for me to automate it a little bit better. That is what I've been trying to figure out. Like I know we had like there was like a Twitch extension where you could put like your matchup there so people could see it, but I don't know if I could integrate that into a thing. Well, see, like what I need is to get like the webhooks API for this, and there's a possibility I could do that. I think that's how you could do it. How many rounds? 7, and this will be the last one. I was hoping to get to 6, but once I realized that we didn't have enough, we weren't going to have a guaranteed winner. Because this is the problem. we were in a weird mathing spot. And we were there until we were guaranteed this round that there'd be 2 6-0s. So they provided out that's your 7-0 champion right there. That is the whole point of like having the cap, is so that we make sure that there's a clear cut person who wins. So it's not like, oh, I want 6-0, I want 6-0, but Andrew here loses out because he got like just maybe worse opponents a little bit. Wait. The last match, Slowking versus Homemade Deck. What is this Homemade Deck? It's like Ancient Box, but was like, it's like Ancient Fighting Box, actually. Hopefully they're very close to finishing. Like, is this one any good? Magnetic Burst 90? Maybe. We know the Sandy Shocks with this 200. The Magnetic Absorption. The Koraidon's alright. Like, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I would 100% like to see this match. Just to see that. Like, I love seeing the crazy homemade decks. Like, that's like my favorite ones to put on early. And also gives like any co-casters we have at that time on those days an opportunity to do like to see something fun, to like really try something else out. All right, round 7 is up. Let's get this going. Let's go ahead and watch our championship game here. Look at you. I mean, it's bound to happen. I ran into a discussion today from Magic players, like talking about why can't they bring in new Magic players. And one of the things they brought up was like, you can't tell what is standard anymore. Like you try, you're like, okay, what's standard? And they're like, it's all these things. What do you do? Whereas in Pokemon, like the standard is like even simpler and cheaper. All right, here we go. The start though, you know what? They got the Arvin. They got the Arvin. They're not bad. Arvin gets you more stuff. Like you do have to watch out for them blowing up and killing themselves in one way. I think you do. I think the 128 is a kicker. Yeah, the last bolt got wrecked. And for watch out, Andrew is really good with the Snowgrave decks. He plays it all the time. Let's see how they handle this. Yeah, I don't blame you. It'll be there. Like, I'll update the standings and you find out. Like, the kicker's on there. Yeah, Rusky is the same thing for me. It's 11:38. I'm the number one Doom because I have no points. It doesn't matter. Yes, I'm from Seattle. I was at Emerald City Comic Con most of the weekend. Getting out of it on Saturday was so bad because they had people coming in for like parties, but other people leaving. And so traffic was just absolutely terrible. I make a Frostless. Kind of good, chat. Kind of good. Like, does Mega Frostless get better here? Yeah, I was in the Seattle Regionals. I won 3 dropped. It was just bad. I was like, it's my hometown regional. I need to do well, and then I did horrible. But it happens. Ooh, there's the unfair stamp. Every Pulse should be running candy now. Like at this point, it's just too good for Pulse. Like at this point, you have to have it. Like I've won games because of candy. Like all of a sudden, I can dust Noir instead of dust Clops. Ruskin, that's actually a good question. We can actually check. Tonight. On average, there was a half a rare candy, so some of them did. You never know. Blood Moon shenanigans can come up. This is like, they could be looking for it here. They might have it. They might not. The fact that they blew it up without like a viable retreater. But then again, you could retreat easily with energy, but they still need one more prize. Yeah, that right there is GG's. That's it. Like, okay, you take a KO here. They do have to find a Frostlass. Oh, well, so if you put down that, that's definitely game. No, they have enough damage out there. It's going to be 20, 20, 20, 20, 40. Ooh, no. Monkey, yeah, monkey going 60. But there's a Mega Frostlass with 6 cards in hand. And then you can move all that damage. This should be enough then, right? That Hilda top deck just wins it right there. So the monkeys didn't even matter. Andrew here, our 7-0 tonight. 100% 7-0. Easy peasy. Yeah, you just top deck the Hilda. You just say, that's it, I've got it. Here's their list tonight. If you haven't seen it, it's what you think it's going to be. Always appreciated. Always fun to have the tournaments going. Mondays are always a little are better than Tuesdays, but always running these are like streaming is always feels weird. All right. The question is, who do we raid tonight? I am not sure. What's up, Perfect Penguin? Oh yeah, this one is like cruising. Like we're already halfway done with this. We're down to 5 matches for round 7. We should be done here shortly. And we even had a time extension game, and we still went fast. This is the kind of thing you want. It's like the thing is, like I'm seeing everyone, and I think most of them are ending here shortly too. So I'm trying to figure out where to go. The top deck into Hilda was like that. Like it was okay. What does he do? What does he do? What does he do? And then boom, just right through. How's the meta looking? Let's look at the meta in general. Tonight, your most successful meta deck was with the most amount of games. Mega Venusaur was up there. Dragapult had a good night. Ogerpon and Meganium had a pretty good night. Rocket's Mewtwo did okay. What did horribly? What had the most decks and did horribly? Grimmsnarl, Frostlass did not do go okay. Which is fine by me. Please do not do okay. But overall, like your biggest share winner there. Grimmsnarl, Frostlass had a good night. A bad night. Mega Absol Box had a pretty night. And Zoroark did 54. They have all of them lost like 2, but I mean it's still pretty good. Frostlass, Monkey Dory, heavily carried by Andrew here. Rocket's Mewtwo, a lot of 4-3s, 2-1s. Festival Lead did not have a good night. Yeah, like Dark's really popular right now, and I don't think it's going to maintain it for a while. That's not going to, it's because like now Gardevoir's kind of like falling off. Which is sad, like see a tier S deck fall off at the end, but I mean that's what happens. But I'm going to call it a night here. I want to make sure that Well, grass stacks are that too. We'll be back on Friday. I don't know who's casting with me yet, but I will have that soon. Congratulations to Andrew. Again, here is the winning list. Hopefully everyone else has a good rest of your night. Have a good week. I got work in the morning, so I will see you then, and have a good rest of your